Walk into a modern laboratory, and you will see physical automation at work. Robotic arms are pipetting liquids, processing well plates, and executing traditional workflows at speeds impossible for human hands. High-throughput screening is often mistaken for autonomous science, but the two are distinct. These systems simply execute human-provided instructions at an accelerated rate. True autonomy requires abandoning the linear pipeline. It requires building a closed-loop system. An automated system halts the moment it hits an error or finishes a batch, waiting for a human to analyze the results. An autonomous system actively senses its environment, analyzes the incoming data, and decides on the next physical step. By integrating real-time feedback, the laboratory transitions from a mechanical tool into a cyber-physical system capable of processing information and making decisions independently. To remove humans from the iterative experimental loop, we have to construct a specific mathematical and operational architecture. This circular flowchart maps a closed-loop cyber-physical system. The AI hypothesis node predicts outcomes and designs experiments. Physical execution translates this intent into reality. Finally, sensor validation monitors results, feeding data back into the learning node to adjust the next iteration. The scientific community lacks the human hours required to manually prototype the solutions for modern crises, from next-generation energy storage to the global shortage of transplantable organs. Implementing this exact cyber-physical architecture is the only mathematical way to scale discovery to match the urgency of those problems. The cycle starts by treating molecular discovery as a machine learning objective. In inorganic chemistry, the prime operational example of this AI hypothesis layer is IBM's RoboRxN architecture. This interface is the RoboRxN digital dashboard. Here, digital predictive models interface directly with physical execution hardware, tracking the addition of chemical reagents in real time. To achieve this, RoboRxN models chemistry using natural language processing, or NLP, rather than relying on traditional spatial rendering. By utilizing an NLP mapping framework, the algorithm processes atoms as characters, molecules as words, and complex chemical reactions as complete sentences. The AI doesn't just predict the outcome of the reaction, it translates that chemical sentence directly into the software instructions that control the robotic arm. NLP models transform chemical synthesis from a slow process of physical trial and error into a purely digital computation, virtually eliminating the human data analysis bottleneck. However, digital computation operates instantly. The physical lab does not. The actual hardware used for synthesis remains the system's primary limitation. High-throughput hardware requires intense, precise engineering. Stringing together discrete chemical operations requires an incredibly dense mechanical layout. To navigate this, engineers use two competing architectures: automating the instrument with stationary track-based regs, or automating the chemist by using mobile robots that physically drive between distinct laboratory stations. Both physical approaches suffer from a critical vulnerability: compounding mechanical failure rates. This compounding probability chart visualizes the danger. If a system executes a sequence of 10 hardware nodes, high reliability at individual steps degrades rapidly over the sequential operations. Mathematically, a failure rate of just 0.1% at a single liquid handling step seems trivial, but across a multi-day autonomous run, that tiny variable will easily abort the entire experiment. AI cannot fix a jammed syringe. A self-driving lab is only as autonomous as its weakest mechanical link. When we move from inorganic chemistry to biology, the physical parameter space expands exponentially. Compared to static chemicals, living tissues are erratic and demanding. A single cell rapidly divides, multiplying into a complex, moving tissue cluster requiring continuous support. This introduces the ultimate test of autonomous science: the self-driving bioprinting lab, a system designed to manufacture patient-specific organs. This spatial map outlines the sprawling infrastructure required for biological autonomy. Inside a sterile cleanroom environment, the closed loop must integrate nodes for sterility, cell sourcing, bioink formulation, digital blueprinting, bioprinting, and intelligent bioreactors. Take the cell sourcing node. Traditional cell expansion requires hundreds of manual incubators. That footprint cannot mathematically scale to support organ-level production. The autonomous solution relies on closed-system bioreactors equipped with high-content imaging, allowing the system to monitor cellular confluency and health in real time without human sampling. At the bioink formulation node, the system must utilize integrated real-time physicochemical sensing. The AI dynamically adjusts properties like viscosity on the fly, constantly calculating the balance between the structural printability of the material and the biological survival of the cells inside it. Achieving autonomy in regenerative medicine requires managing living, unpredictable variables. It elevates the cyber-physical loop from simple manufacturing to autonomous cellular farming. Printing the tissue is only half the process. The biological loop only closes if the system can validate its physical output and actively direct the growth of the tissue post-printing. To replace the human observer during this maturation phase, the system uses specialized hardware known as intelligent bioreactors. This split-screen visualization demonstrates how the AI monitors and physically interacts with the growing tissue construct. The physical bioreactor mimics human physiological perfusion, while non-destructive biosensors constantly track the pH and oxygen gradients of the living cells. This provides a continuous feedback mechanism. The system compares the real-time biological maturation data directly against the original digital tissue blueprint. If the tissue develops incorrectly, the AI algorithm dynamically adjusts mechanical and electrical stimuli, forcing the tissue to remodel itself to match target parameters. This dynamic in situ validation separates a blind factory assembly line from a self-driving laboratory capable of engineering complex life. If the lab senses, acts, and learns entirely on its own, what is the purpose of the human scientist? This diagram outlines the transition. The scientist moves from inside the daily process to the position of system architect, establishing a rigid boundary box around the operation. The autonomous system does not substitute the scientist. Instead, it permanently removes them from the rote mechanics of iterative trial and error. The human's role elevates to setting the high-level optimization goals and defining the specific chemical or biological search space for the AI algorithm to explore. And the boundary box acts as a failsafe. When the AI encounters low-confidence domains or unpredictable chemical spaces, the system pauses to flag the human for contextual guidance. Scientific discovery is becoming a high-speed partnership between human strategy and autonomous execution. While humans define the objectives and constraints, the system iterates at a volume that manually staffed facilities cannot match.